A Women's Music Website Guide at Curlie. Chapter 1. Women's Music Websites from curlie.org/n/women/arts_and-entertainment/music/women_in_music. Women music organizations. Subcategories: barbershop groups, female choirs, feminist choirs, girls choirs, Sigma Alpha Iota, Tau Beta Sigma. AAWMNGO.com, Arab Alliance of Women in Music, non-profit organization dedicated to the awareness of the contributions of female Arab musicians. Facebook.com/Grime Gender Reset Arkan Muse IC Education 302125169848573, Gender Research in Music Education, Mission: to provide leadership, advocacy, professional contacts, and a strong research agenda for gender researchers in music education. Fiddlechicks.com, Fiddlechicks, organization of women who play electric violin. GoGirlsMusic.com, GoGirlsMusic.com, online community of independent women artists. Started in 1996, the organization is dedicated to promoting women in music. IAWM.org, International Alliance for Women in Music, a resource for women composers and women in music topics, hosted by Abilene Christian University. LadySlipper.org, Lady Slipper, non-profit organization whose primary purpose is to heighten public awareness of the achievements of women artists and musicians, and to expand the scope and availability of recordings by women. LAWIM.com, Los Angeles Women in Music, information about music panels, seminars, showcases and the opportunity to post your gig. Spotlight features on emerging artists and ability to link to your own music and web page. NewYorkWomenComposers.org, New York Women Composers, nonprofit that supports and promotes women composers of serious concert music. SoundsandFuries.com, Sounds and Furies Productions Vancouver, BC, a small non-profit organization producing concerts, workshops, retreats and special events mainly in Vancouver and also journeys for women to sacred goddess sites in Europe. Tunesbaby.com, Tunesbaby.com, a music network promoting female singers and songwriters. WomenInJazz.org, Women in Jazz Association, Inc., to provide concert series and vocal performance workshops for professional and amateur jazz vocalists in the Austin, Texas, metropolitan area. WomenInMusic.org, Women in Music, Inc., a professional organization dedicated to supporting, cultivating, and recognizing the talents of women in all areas of the music industry. Includes events and newsletter. WomenInMusic.org.uk, Women in Music, United Kingdom, celebrates and helps raise public awareness of women's work in all types of music. Women's choir websites. Cantilena.org, Cantilena, a women's chorale in the Boston area performing a variety of music for treble voice, founded as Cambridge Chorale 1968. Cantus.no, Cantus, a popular and prize-winning women's choir with 35 members based in Trondheim, Norway. Cappella-Artemisia.com, Capella Artemisia, an all-women vocal ensemble from Bologna, Italy, consisting of a corps of 8 to 10 singers with continuo. EchoWomen'sChoir.ca, Echo Women's Choir, a community-based choir of women's voices based in Toronto, Canada. FourthValleyChorus.org, Fourth Valley Chorus, 4-part harmony women's chorus, 60+ members strong. MedievalWomen'sChoir.org, Medieval Women's Choir, Seattle-based women's ensemble who studies and performs music written for women's voices in the Middle Ages. nd.edu/NDWLC, University of Notre Dame Women's Liturgical Choir, the 50-voice ensemble, under the direction of Andrew McShane, provides sacred music at the Saturday Vigil Mass at the Basilica of the Sacred Heart. OCWomen'sChorus.org, Orange County Women's Chorus, a 30-voice ensemble dedicated to performing the best and most interesting music for women's voices. SFWE.org, Santa Fe Women's Ensemble, 12-voice choir in Santa Fe, New Mexico that performs music from the Middle Ages to contemporary commissioned pieces. SingingWomenOfTexas.com, Singing Women of Texas, a Texas Baptist women's choir with 5 regional chapters that perform locally and statewide. The Women's ChorusOfDallas.com, the Women's Chorus of Dallas, provides entertainment with a repertoire that includes a range of music from Bach to Broadway. VESNIVK.com, Vesnivka Ukrainian Women's Choir, exists to promote Ukrainian liturgical and choral tradition. Girl choir websites. afgirlschoir.net, the Adolf Fredriks Girls Choir, Stockholm, one of the foremost girls' choir in the world, from the famous music school of Adolf Fredrik in Stockholm, Sweden. ausgirlschoir.com.au, the Australian Girls Choir, over 3,000 members throughout Australia. ChattanoogaGirlsChoir.com, Chattanooga Girls Choir, a performing choir of almost 200 girls in grades 4th through 12th. GirlChoir.com, Portland Symphonic Girl Choir, Portland, WA, area, audition-based choir for 4th to 12th grade girls. GirlsChorus.org, Phoenix Girls Chorus, the world-famous international Phoenix Girls Chorus. GirlChoir.com %2F. OregonChildren'sChoir.com, Oregon Children's Choir, formed in January 1982 to supplement the musical training offered in local schools. SeattleGirlsChoir.org, Seattle Girls Choir, the mission of the Seattle Girls Choir is to foster a deep commitment to musical excellence and to the musical and artistic development of the complete person. SFGirlsChorus.org, San Francisco Girls Chorus, founded in 1978. The Girls Chorus pioneers girls' choral music as an art form in the United States and is a regional center for music education and choral training for girls and young women ages 7 to 18. TucsonGirlsChorus.org, Tucson Girls Chorus, composed of nearly 200 girls from grades 2 through 12, representing over 60 schools throughout Pima County. Feminist choir websites. AmasonG.org, Amasong, Champaign-Urbana's premier lesbian/feminist chorus, founded by Christina Berger in 1990. AnotherOctave.org, Another Octave, CT Women's Chorus, celebrating our choices and experiences through the power of music. The chorus is open to all women. We perform for the pleasure of our audiences and ourselves. ArtemisSingers.org, Artemis Singers, Chicago's lesbian feminist chorus. Artemis Singers is a lesbian feminist chorus comprised of women with diverse backgrounds who are dedicated to performing music written or arranged by women. CPWChorus.org, CPWC Home, a diverse group of women, united by the joy of singing, to celebrate and empower women and to affirm a positive image of lesbians and feminists. CWChorus.tripod.com, Columbus Women's Chorus, a 10-year-old chorus with a diverse group of women. Celebrating life through the power of music. GRWC.org, Grand Rapids Women's Chorus. In 1996 GRWC was established for the education, enjoyment, and enrichment of its members and its audience. MuseChoir.org, Muse, Cincinnati's women's choir, a women's choral community dedicated to musical excellence and social change. PLChoir.org, Portland Lesbian Choir, a community choir open to all women who wish to sing. They are also a member of the Sister Singers Network and maintain feminist goals and ideals. RainbowWomen.org, Rainbow Women's Chorus, EST. SisterSingers.net, Sister Singers Network. VoxFemina.org, Vox Femina Los Angeles, VFLA is a women's choral ensemble dedicated to performing quality music with an emphasis on literature by women composers. Women's Festival websites. Angelfire.com/oz/howlfest, Howlfest, Festival of Women's Creativity featuring 5 days of live original music, workshops, films, theatre, dance, and art. Drumcamps.ca, JT Productions, Southern and Eastern Ontario Women's Drum Camps Weekend. MikeHFest.com, Michigan Women's Music Festival, an all-women's cultural event held each August. Pages list the performances, workshops, events, and activities of the 6-day festival. womenintune.co.uk, Women in Tune. Whitweb is the home of Women in Tune, who organise the annual Whit Music Festival for women in Wales, UK. Women's Barbershop Choruses. cully.org/arts/music/vocal/a_barbershop_harmony/groups/female/choruses, go by letter. Women in Music websites. AbsoluteDivas.com, Absolute Divas, featuring biographies, discographies, lyrics, and pictures for today's women divas in the music industry. BellaOnline.com/site.asp?name country music, Bella Online Country Music News, discussion board for women about country music. churchofgirl.com, Church of Girl, encourage the creation of culture. An online radio station as a free resource for female artists to promote their work. girl-groups.com, girl groups, songs, styles, and history of pop music girl groups of the 1960s. library.duke.edu/rubenstein/bingham/guides/music, Duke University Library, Women in Music by musical genre, text lists, and links to library resources such as books, periodicals, and recordings on women performers and composers by musical genre. pianowomen.com, Women at the Piano, list of concert pianists, past and present, with timeline and links. singers.com/women, Women in Harmony, resource for the female vocal harmony singer, featuring essays, recordings, arrangements, and message board. Women's bands and artists websites. cully.org/arts/music/women_in_music/bands_and_artists, go through by letter. cully.org/arts/music/styles/p/girl_groups/bands_and_artists, girl bands. Women's music magazine websites. chickfactor.com, Chick Factor, official website for Chick Factor magazine. femmusic.com, femmusic, focusing on emerging women in music, contains reviews, interviews, links, artist directories, and bulletin boards. girlmusician.com, girl musician online, designed with the female singer/songwriter in mind, with an emphasis on the independent recording artist. griots.net, griots.net, dedicated to female independent music and culture, featuring original work by dub poets such as Lillian Allen, visual artists Shaheen Murali and Hollis Baptiste. musicaldiscoveries.com, musical discoveries, reviews of music by and interviews with contemporary, progressive and crossover female vocal artists. pinknoises.com, Pink Noises, resource devoted to women in electronic music. rachelviarla.wixsite.com/viarla, Varlaw magazine, print magazine that features women and music of all genres. Women's music personal websites. aideanO'Donnell.com, Aideen O'Donnell, Irish harpist and singer. Aideen O'Donnell is an internationally acclaimed harpist and singer. angelfire.com/pop2/britbrit2001, Brit, an aspiring young pop star. angelfire.com/newjersey3/killyRTV/index.html, Kill Your TV, by Sarah Beth. angelfire.com/goth/distorted souls, Distorted Souls, an all-girl metal band hailing from Toronto in Ontario, Canada. angelfire.com/biz3/bold soul sisters, Bold Soul Sisters, tribute to the unsung heroines of 70s early 80s funk, soul, disco, and rare groove music. angelfire.com/tn/Jill-Ann, Jill-Ann, country singer. Pictures, links, sound files. beandy.com, Beth Anderson, composer of new romantic music, text sound works, and musical theatre. Faculty member of Greenwich House Music School. Beatamoon.com, Beatamoon, Korean-American composer, performer, educator. Chamber, solo instrumental and vocal works. Find pictures of women in music. cully.org/en/arts/women_in_music/image_galleries. Women composer websites at cully.org/arts/music/women_in_music/composers. yearmusic.com/v2/artists/bios/artist.php ? !ID =68, Albritton, Anne, arranger, pianist, and theorist in Dallas. Composer.co.uk. fbvd.com, Beglarian, Eve, composer and performer Eve Beglarian, whose work ranges from art music to electronic music.